Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yemi. If it's your first time stopping by, thank you for stopping by. So today I'll be reviewing a book that was written by Paul Angoni. It's 101 Secrets for Your 20s, and this book is relevant for anyone who is approaching 20s or is already 20, maybe you're in your mid 20s, and it's very useful because it has a lot of things that people need to understand, because if you don't learn all these secrets now, if you don't know about all these things, you might end up spending your 20s and your 30s the exact same way. So I'll be sharing with you 7 of the secrets that really got to me and what I found really interesting. It was hard to pick 7 out of them, but eventually I randomly decided to pick out the 7, so I won't waste time making an extremely long video. So today, as I said earlier, I will share with you 7. uh the 7 are number 2, number 7, number 15, number 35, and 77, 85, and 101. So the second one, which is the first one that I liked, is the possibility for greatness and embarrassment both exist in the same space. If you're not willing to be embarrassed, you're probably not willing to be great. So I can't stress how really important it is for anyone to actually know this, because if you think of all the times where you've been embarrassed, or all the times where you've done something really important, or you've been able to do something that you know really got people interested, you realize that there was also the possibility of becoming the laughing stock of everybody. And there's really no one who ever did anything that is great and really important today that did not go through embarrassment. So know that, and always try taking your chances. The worst thing is everyone laughs at you and then we all move on. So the second one that really got to me is number 7. It says, feel no shame seeking help from a counselor or therapist. We all have rotten junk we try to wrap and hide under the Christmas tree. Get rid of it before it smells up your entire holiday. So I know from where I come from in Africa, Nigeria, really, because in Nigeria actually, because most people do not like talking about their problems. They don't, and especially they don't like talking about it with people who are paid to do that. They rather go to the pastor, go to the church, and you know probably go to a herbalist and all that. They don't like really doing it with a therapist or a counselor. I can remember back in school when I had issues with my grades and a lot of other things going on back home, and then I had all these things on my mind, and I really wanted to just open up to somebody who was going to see it from a really objective view. So talking to a friend, well, it's good. Talking to your mom's good. Talking to a relative is fine, but sometimes you need someone who is actually a stranger to the matter and will actually look at it objectively. And so as well, I would advise people to go to counselors or therapists. I know we had one in school that I went to that really, she was really very helpful. I think there was only a day that I think I cried the night before I went there, and I put on makeup, and nobody even knows. I mean, nobody even knew anything was going on with me. But the moment I stepped into her office and I sat down, she looked at me and said, "You cried last night." It was so obvious to her and not obvious to any of my friends that anything was going on. So these people are trained to actually help you with emotional issues, listen to you and give you advice. So it would be good if you actually take advantage and use them. I know it's expensive sometimes, but it should be worth it. Now the third one that got to me is number 15. It says, a college diploma is not your golden ticket to a dream job land. Well, I don't think there's any 20-something-year-old graduate that has not understood this yet. So having something else, the certificate basically just lands you access to, maybe, or let me say, it gets you to buy 1 minute of their time to actually listen to what else you have in your box or what else you're bringing with you. But if within that 1 minute you cannot show them what else you have, they might just ignore you or kick you out. So another thing or another secret I learned would be number 35, obsessive comparison disorder, which is OCD. Anyway, that's his own acronym for OCD. That's the meaning of his own acronym. So this obsessive comparison disorder is the smallpox of our generation. If you know that, looking at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and every other social media network, well, if you know that it gets you to feel depressed and tired and weak, and you feel like you're not even doing anything sensible with your life, well, you might have to cut back on your internet. So if you had mobile data on your phone and you have like 2 gig, you might have to cut it down to, let's say, 500 MB. And you have internet, like you use Wi-Fi and it's probably an unlimited bundle, well, you might have to really control how you go to the internet to look for anything, and perhaps take out Twitter and Instagram from your phone for a while. But the thing is, within the first 2 years or 3 years of graduating from college, that's I don't know if it's pressure to actually be somebody and do something extraordinary is on you, and you want to really prove to your parents that the certificate that they paid for, was worth it and all that. But really after the first 3 years, 4 years, all that drama starts to wear out, and really at some point you actually stop comparing yourself with anybody. You realize that this race is actually personal. So the next one is number 77. It says the secret to finding the right person to marry is stop looking. That's actually annoying to hear, but then it's true. Instead of looking for the right person, actually try working on being the right person. So look at what you want, look at what the kind of person that you want to be with, the kind of partner you want to have, and then try figuring out what that kind of partner would also want from you, what the kind of partner will also expect from you. So you want someone with 6 abs, abs and other, someone working with let's say has 6 zeros behind the 6-figure income, and all that requirement. Well, you might have to start figuring out what that person would like. You want someone with 6 abs, do you even work out? You have to start from there. So the next one is number 85, which I sort of like the most because I really like talking about money. So never looking at your budget and never making one is the exact same thing. So if you make budgets and you don't follow it, you don't review it to see how far or how well you've been doing with it, it's the same thing as not making any budget at all. So making a budget and following it and reviewing it, and also cutting back on expenses, ensuring that you're actually making improvements to your finances is very important. Now the last one, which I really liked also, is the most important secrets are the ones you figure out for yourself. So if along the line, I know there are days when maybe you learn something and you just have it in your mind or in your head, but I think another thing you should do when things come to your mind like that is you just write them down somewhere. It might be a popular quote that you probably never heard of, but a lot of people already know, but it just comes to your mind in some different words or something. You can write it down and just paste it by your wall or something, because it's something that you learned on your own. Because what I learned is that if you do not write it down or you don't keep it somewhere in your mind, which is really impossible without actually writing it down. If you don't write it down or take note of it, a test will come again in which you discover that what you learned before will actually have been applicable, and you end up making the same mistake. So the most important secrets are the ones that you figure out for yourself. So yeah, those are the 7 that I really like the most. And if you have read the book, you can put down the secrets that you found most interesting to you in the comment box below. Thank you for watching today. Till next time, catch you in my next video. Bye.